injustices that exist, and what we can do to work together to create change. So I want to ask everyone to join hands, hold each other's hands, spread out a little bit. Do you have room to move?
Not back, I just need you guys on the yellow line.
Stay in your position. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to ask you guys to keep on holding hands as long as you can. I'm going to pose to you a series of questions. And each question will say, okay, if this applies to you, then take one step forward or one step backward. Depending on your relationship to the question, you're going to have to take one step forward or one step backward. And you're going to try and hold each other's hands for as long as possible until you cannot anymore, until you just can't. So you'll see. But I'm going to ask you guys questions, and I want you to remember to take one step forward and one step backward. So, first question.
Okay, so the next
If you live feeling safe from harm and violence, take one step forward.
What kind of events did you do?
You feel safe, that's fine. Honest answer.
Honest
You feel
answer,
safe?
no judgment will be made.
One step.
Yeah, you feel safe.
What's an
Okay.
event? What did?
If you feel safe from harm and violence, then you can take one step forward.
Everyday life, where you live, where you from, what you do.
So, okay.
And if any person in your whole family or your extended family is in jail, take one step backward.
In jail right now?
Yeah.
Go to different
Now, if
classes
you have
and
ever
have
been
a
stopped by the
presentation or a
police
seminar,
due to your race
that
or
sort of thing, that's
ethnicity,
great.
take one step backward.
So when you think about what kind of event you're going to do, then that's going to influence what, like, everything.
If you've ever been stopped in a store by a sales clerk who thought you were a thief,
what do you need to do?
take
What
one
are the
step
steps you need to
backward.
take? Let's hear it. We planning a birthday party?
if you were called derogatory, which means harmful or rude names, anytime in your life, take one step backward. If you own an iPod, take one step forward. If you commonly see people who look like you on TV, movies, newspapers, or magazines, take one step forward.
At the event, right? What else? Do you have any ideas? What else what other stuff goes into it?
Yeah, keep on holding hands as long as you can. If you have ever been considered less capable of creating change because of your age,
And then you have to do
take
the
one
invites,
step
which is, you
back.
see this little list here? That's what we might
If you
call
have ever
the
been
social
told
change
that you
project.
cannot do
You have to
something,
publicize
take
your
one
event,
step
right? Or
back.
no one's going to come, and we all want people to come to the events.
if you've been raised at a home which has lots of books and which has allowed you to read
Yes,
and
well,
learn,
that's very
take one
important.
step
How many people
forward.
are going to be there? How many people do you want? And then how many people are actually going to
If
show
you have
up?
ever been referred
Because
to
that's gonna
special
determine what? How many
education,
people
take
are
one
gonna
step
determine what?
backward.
What do you need?
If your parents are high school graduates,
How much
take
food?
one step
How
forward.
much supplies? Also, what if we tried to have this
If your
event in a
parents
one-bedroom
attend
apartment?
college, take one
And
step
have 300
forward.
girls come to a one-bedroom apartment, right?
If
So
you have
part of also
taken
what you're thinking
a
about
course
is
in school
the
anytime in your
space that
life
we need, right,
on
to accommodate all those
cultural
people.
or racial
And you need that with the
diversity,
invites.
take
Because
one
otherwise
step
you can't tell
forward.
them where to go, right? So thinking about the what.
If
what
your
we're doing,
ancestors
what
came to this
supplies
country
we need,
voluntarily, take one
where
step
you're gonna host
forward.
it. That's the next one. Where? Where do you want to do
If
it?
your
Where do you wanna
ancestors
do
came
it?
to this country
Now,
involuntarily,
project,
take
those
one
are
step
change.
backward.
That's a skit or a workshop. Or
If
let's
you
say wanna
or
do it
ancestors
non-traditional,
have ever been
all the
denied
things in
full
your
privileges or
How could
full
you find a
rights
place to have your
because
event?
of their race, ethnicity, color,
Especially
or
if you don't have
background,
money.
take one
It's not
step
like you can rent a
backward.
hotel ballroom or something like that. So how would you find a place?
If you speak English Sign Language, take one step backward.
You could do it in a public park. I think that's a really good idea.
If
Public
you
park,
can't hold hands
because
anymore, then you guys can break.
If you can't hold
space,
hands,
right?
then you're
You
gonna
can
have to
your
break
event.
it,
What else?
but
Let's hear an idea
we'll see.
over here.
If you have two parents or guardians raising you at home, take one step forward.
Big backyard. That's a good one.
If
So
you have
then
one
would have a
parent
space.
raising
Also,
you
you
at
for setting
home,
up, right?
take one
Because you
step
can
back.
do it the day before.
If someone in your family is not heterosexual,
Community
take
center.
one
Yep,
step
that's what
back.
Audrey's team did their event
Heterosexual
out of.
means girl
Do
likes
any of you
guy,
guys
guy
have
likes
community
girl.
centers in your neighborhood?
If someone's gay.
All right.
Someone
Community
who's
center.
gay or
Remember community
anything like
center.
that in your
That
family.
is a place
Oh, in my
where you
family?
probably have a girls for a change event.
If you
Audrey,
think
one
or
of our
have ever
men-
thought that you're
center, what do you need to
overweight
do to get
or
permission?
fat for whatever reason, take one step backward.
You guys take a singular step. Okay?
are and you don't know the community centers in your area, how do you
Stop.
figure out where the community centers are?
Raise hands.
Maybe Google it.
Look at where you are in relation to other people. Look at the divisions, the differences that exist just in this small group of about 20, 25 people. It's amazing.
And if you don't have internet access and other
How different we are, yet how united and connected we can be if we work together to create change.
we need to make sure that.
Did we all start on the same line?
A timekeeper.
We did, right?
Wait, hold on. Did we start on the same line?
Yes.